way of doing that is with a garden fork. Jab it in, push it in for about 4 inches and wiggle it about. You can see the surface of the soil beginning to rise up. That means air's getting down there, the water can get away. Now if your soil is really sticky, you can sweep sharp sand into those holes to improve surface drainage longer term. And then, when you've spiked and raked the whole lawn, give it a light mowing just to take the tips of the grass blades off. Enough of that. I want to get onto a bit now that I do enjoy. Edging the lawn. Don't ask me why, but there's some kind of moronic thrill out of seeing a really straight line develop from something that looks as though it's been chewed by the dog. Well, you can see why I like doing it now, can't you? Much better. That's it for this week. Next week's Gardener's World is on Good Friday, so it'll be packed with all kinds of practical tips as to what to do in your garden on Easter weekend. Stephen Lacey visits the Courts, a National Trust garden in Wiltshire. Roy Lancaster brings us another report from the Cape Floral Kingdom on South African plants that do well in British gardens. And I'll be back here at Barley Wood, making a wildlife pond, planting up a shady corner and raiding the garden centre for the richest Easter pickings. Whatever the weather this weekend, enjoy your garden. Bye-bye.
I first read Pevsner's Buildings of England as a young architectural student in the swinging 60s.
30 years on, Janet Street Porter takes Pevsner's guide to North Yorkshire.
Quite simply, there's nowhere else like it in the whole of Britain.
The former architectural student compares notes with the Grand Master.
Who'd have thought that 30 years later I'd find myself in complete agreement with him about the North Riding of Yorkshire.
Travels with Pevsner, tomorrow at 6:15 on BBC2.
In the dating game,
I will love you forever.
always have a plan of attack.
I threw a pipe over his head and then came home.
Always play hard to get.
I'll turn up to see you. He finds me totally irresistible. Simple, innit?
And remember, in this life, people never play by the rules. Monday at 9:45 on BBC2.
Now lads, a bit of advice for you tonight on BBC2. Should the missus claim to have seen a UFO, then you'd better believe her.